I know we're getting down to the last few days in this election, and it's been a challenging one for the president because of the terrible storm in the east, and for those of us who live there. A lot of my neighbors are still without power in the little town north of New York where Hillary and I live. My next door neighbor lost his entire front yard, including some beautiful old trees, but nobody was hurt. My next door neighbor, interestingly enough, is a devout Catholic layman, a 70-year-old pediatric cardiac surgeon who strongly supports President Obama's health care reform. And I'll say more about that in a minute. But what I wanted to say is this. You must have been moved sitting here in the middle of the country, having known natural disasters yourselves, to see all those people back on the East Coast, the Republican governor of New Jersey, the independent mayor of New York, the Democratic governors of New York and Connecticut, and they're all working together, people up to their ears in water, literally, struggling to put their lives back together. And that's because there's no Democratic or Republican way to fight a flood or to rebuild after a storm. It's because we recognize our neighbors as human beings and that we're all in this together. And because we know we need a government to work with private citizens to rebuild. And what I want to tell you is it works better when we know that when there is no storm. It works better when we work that way every day.